What's up, guys?
Welcome back to Taste Cup of Joe.
And we're here to discuss some things today.
Yeah, we are. So as you guys all know, we've been engaged now.
You gotta be like this. We're engaged.
We're engaged.
There you go.
It's been what, 2.5 months actually, almost 3, which is kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
It flew the freak by because I remember initially when it happened, it was July 1st. And I remember thinking like, oh, we have a year and 2 months to plan. Like now we're officially under the year mark from our date. Well, on July 1st, I didn't think about it. We looked at venues kind of quick, so we're just jumping right into it clearly. But by the time when I picked out the venue, it was like first week of July or second week of July, and that was the date we picked. It was a year and 2 months away, so it's next September, and yeah, I just remember it was going to be a year and 2 months, and now we are, again, like I just said, under the 2-year mark, which is crazy. I mean, under the year mark.
Under the year mark.
Under the year mark.
Just under a year until we get married.
Yeah,
now,
and it just shows you how time flies.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy? When 2 months, I feel like it's been a little longer than that. So 2 months don't even sound like that. 2.5 months don't even sound like that.
Yeah,
much.
It feels like it happened a while ago.
It does. It does.
The fact that the 2 months already went by to the point where under a year is what makes it like, whoa.
I know this year is gonna fly by because of the wedding, and I'm scared that the wedding is gonna fly by even faster.
Oh my gosh! Of course,
yeah,
everybody says that.
Yeah,
everybody
says that.
Like one of the things you need to do, make sure you do. Like this is, I already texted Farron, who's my maid of honor, and I was like, one of the things I need you to make sure happens at my wedding that you need to do is make sure I enjoy the day. Like. Everyone's going to want to talk to us. Everyone's going to want to take pictures of us. We're going to probably have lots of moments where we're separated. But I want us to have more moments together than when we're separated because it's our wedding. We need to enjoy it together. We're going to talk to our family separate. We're going to talk to people separate, period. Duh. But it's like...
You're right.
We need to make sure we are enjoying it. People get their pictures in. You know, the first hour, everyone's going to be trying to take pictures. The first 2 hours, whatever. But then it's a wrap. When the reception hits, when we're partying on the floor, if you want to snag a pic of me dancing, fine. But I can't be stopping taking different pictures with everybody. Cocktail hour, find me. We got you. But after that, it's a wrap.
You don't think doing a reception?
Of course, I know they are. I just don't want that to. I know,
yeah.
Of course it is. But we have to make it a point that like we need to enjoy this. You're not gonna be pulling me in every which direction, and I don't want to like. I don't know. I just know how I felt at the engagement party.
I know. I felt that was too fast. Like I
wish
I lived.
And it was a 4-hour party, and like obviously every time I stepped to somebody, oh, let's take a picture.
Yeah.
Oh, and I feel like I haven't seen everybody, and you want to go talk to everybody, of course. Thank everybody for coming. Like everybody wants to be like, oh my gosh, what happened? How'd it go down? Da, 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 whatever. And everybody wants to talk to you, which is fine, and I get it. But it just went by so fast. Yeah. That's why I'm happy we celebrated after, but I'm like, during it's like, I didn't even eat like that. Like, there was so many different things. I didn't have like barely any dessert. I think I tried one thing. It's like, it just flies, and I don't want it to be like that for the wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like at the engagement party, I'm like, oh my God, it's already over. Like, I didn't even get to like live this moment really.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember really feeling like that. And
me too.
Really sad about it too. Like, and I'm grateful for everybody that showed up.
Oh my gosh, of course. It was still my favorite day, like ever.
Yeah. Ever?
It's one of them. It's one of my favorite days ever.
Damn, I did my thing right.
I told you I had a great day. Like it was just, you feel all the love. It's overwhelming. You feel like everybody who like loves you, and it's your party. Like it's our party, but I was the one surprised, So it felt like, oh shoot, this is for me. Like
So do you think that anything's changed since that happened? Of
course. I feel like we've been in, I don't want to call it a honeymoon phase because it's not the honeymoon obviously, but it felt like one, like a version of one. Yeah. Like it felt like, we kind of relit our flame and like.
Ooh, say that again. Say it again.
I'm saying it.
Relit our flame. That's a quote right there.
It just feels like we're in a better place. Not that we were ever I don't think we were in a bad place. I just feel like it. I don't know. It made us feel. It's a new step in our lives. So we have something to look forward to, something to celebrate, something to enjoy, and I feel like it made us just better.
Facts. And again, to reiterate, we weren't in a bad place. It's just we're in a better one now. Like we have, like Taylor was saying, we have like a wedding to look forward to. Like I feel like we officially, like, we've been together, but like now we've like locked it in for good, right? That's what it feels like. It's like now we're really committed to, like, we're about to get married. The next step in our lives, what's that look like? Me and her always talk about it now too. We actually had a conversation about that today over text. Like, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's exciting in itself, because after, I feel like life has these stages, right? You go to school, you go to college, you get your degree, or whatever. You go to whatever. You know, you go to school, do something with it. You find a job, work, and I feel like it's been like that.
It's been like that for
the last.
It's been pretty stagnant. I'll say.
And I feel like this adds some like
pizzazz and even
changes.
Just changes, even for our future life as a married couple. Like you said, what we were talking about today. Like, one of the things we were talking about is what's the next step as far as where do we want to live? Do we want to buy a house? Babies? Like that's like literally
babies.
The next chapter is like adult chapter for real. That's what it feels like, but in a great way. Like,
exactly.
in the best way.
Like, you think, like, there's a lot of changes coming. You know those changes are coming, but usually people don't like to embrace change. But this is one of these feelings of change that you want to, like, fully embrace, and you want. I want that. Like, for a long time, I've been wanting something like this, right? Like, we knew we weren't necessarily ready to take that step, because, you know, some changes may occur. Some changes have to occur that changes a lot of other things. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I feel like in our lives, we're in a position where it's like, okay, I'm ready to, like, think about kids, think about where we're gonna go, think about, like, a house, think about where we're gonna house these kids. You know what I'm saying? Starting a family,
and what where we're trying to stay. Like, we're not trying to keep moving.
Exactly.
If I get a house, I want to stay. I want to grow in the house with the kids. I want them to be stable. I want them to be in their school district or whatever it is. You know, like, I do want that. So it's a matter of figuring that out is the freaking problem.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's dope though.
I know.
Like, you know, we were thinking about that kind of stuff.
I know.
And not being afraid of it, you know. And even having, like, the trust to be like, I'm with the person that I know I'm gonna get it right with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, having that feeling too, that's exciting.
And also, that's why I think I'm so into this wedding planning. Like, I've been really into it. I'm sure everybody who gets married is, though. You know, we want every detail perfect, ladies. You know, we just want everything right for that day. And that's why we give ourselves the year, the 2 years, whatever, to plan it. So that's why people are like, damn, you're already starting. Damn, you already know what you want. Damn, you already know what you're wearing. Like, yeah, because I'm not trying to wait till the next year to do it. I got all this time. I don't want to be overwhelmed in that moment. And also, I want to make sure we, like, celebrate. You know, I told you I want to do things like Friday. Our wedding's on a Saturday, and I want to do things like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I want to make sure it's not just a one-day goodbye. Like, I want it to be, like, we are celebrating all freaking weekend. It could start Thursday. I don't know. I got to figure that one out. But I'm just saying.
Because we're going to be flying in probably, like, a couple days before.
Oh, I'm planning on flying in, like, Sunday, Monday.
And have that whole week before.
Yeah, I need to adjust to the time. I need to make sure I
need
get
to
my
adjust
sleep.
To the time.
Yeah, because we're flying back to our home state, so it's 3 hours, and I'm not trying to look tired on my day, honey. I need to be well rested. Okay. So another thing, let me just throw in this tidbit. This has nothing to do with the exact conversation we're supposed to be having, but I was thinking about my nails. Like, because I would want to get them done with my guy here, but I can't get them done a whole week in advance.
Fly them out, homie. You got that. Fly them out.
Oh, but yeah, that's a whole other story. But anyways, yeah.
I might be flying out my barber, though.
Yeah, right. Would you?
I would.
Yeah?
For my wedding?
You want him to go to the wedding?
Well, I wasn't going to do that, but now that you think about it, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
it's like at that point.
Yeah. Pull up to the wedding, yo.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Maybe. Overall, we're in a great place. It's definitely changed our dynamic. I could say before I was a little more irritable. I always have my moments, but you know I'm not as bad as I was. I feel like before I was really complaining about everything.
What you mean complaining about everything?
Just like everything annoyed me. I know everything annoyed me. And you could tell it was written all over my face. Even just everything I was saying, like, I was just aggy.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'm not saying, I wasn't even like, oh, I need to be married. Like, I didn't know if that was the fix, getting proposed to. That wasn't even in my head as the fix. But it's like, since it's just like been different.
But I think there was a moment. It was like 2 weeks prior to me proposing.
Oh, that I told you that already.
No, but I could feel that you were a bit more irritable because I feel like you knew, like we went ring shopping and there was no results from that. So I feel like you might have felt a way about me not proposing yet, especially after the conversation me and you had about me saying it's not gonna happen in July.
Oh yeah. I think that's because I just had it in my head, like that's what it was gonna be. But I wasn't thinking to myself like, when's he gonna propose? Like we went shopping. I knew it was coming. It was a matter of time. It's not like I was worried you weren't.
No, it's not about. It's about when you wanted it. You are very
calculated.
Yes. So you wanted it, and you were convinced that it was happening in July.
I was convinced it was happening when it happened. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly. And then I convinced you that it wasn't. You
did.
Yeah.
But it didn't fully leave my brain though.
So when you were at the photo shoot, which you guys should definitely go check it out, right? You guys go check out the how I proposed and stuff. It's a beautiful video. I cried many times. Did you know? You didn't know.
No.
Say the truth. Why does it look like you feel like you want to say yes? You
knew. I didn't know.
You promised? You
I
knew?
didn't know.
Did you freaking know? What the hell?
No, I didn't know.
You knew, babe? Wait, hold on. Nah. Tell me, come clean. Come clean.
I didn't know.
You promise me.
I promise.
Oh my God, you're lying.
I didn't know.
How'd you know?
Okay, I didn't know. Let me tell you my own inferences.
Okay, go.
I had this wild thought the week before, like a couple days before. Because I was like, remember I told you I was thinking like, why are we, I didn't know. Like I didn't know. Okay. But I had a thought. Because I'm like, the place that we were in to go eat, remember I told you I thought about that already. I'm like, I understood that what your friend there, I'm like, yeah, it's lit. But I remember having a thought in my head like, what if it's like a story? Like, what if it's like for something else? Like
a lie? Yeah.
I was like, what? But I wasn't sold on my version. I just like went in my own head down like a rabbit hole type of thing. And I did honestly think to myself like, what if the photo shoot isn't a photo shoot and he's using it, like there will be a photographer, but wherever we go, like is where he's proposing. I had that thought in my head.
You did?
But on the day, I didn't think about it. Like I didn't think like.
So it was just like you would just.
It was just me in my own head, just like coming up with scenarios type thing.
So it wasn't like you were.
I didn't know.
20% like.
Nobody told me anything. I didn't know. Like I didn't see anything from you. Like I didn't know. I didn't have facts. It was just something like.
You just thought about that.
Yeah, that I thought about like situations in my head because I remember telling you multiple times like, oh, are my bridesmaids gonna be there? Like this is the perfect time, and I just knew in my heart after thinking about it too, I'm like, there's no way he's waiting till December. Like there's absolutely no way we're waiting till December for him to propose. I just remember thinking about that, but that was like in my own mind, you know. It wasn't like I had knowledge, but I just like was in my head about it.
Wow. I mean, that's okay with me, though.
He said, wow.
Yeah, that's okay, because it don't really seem like you
knew when it
like
happened.
You knew it was just like a
that's why after
a random
happened,
thought, like like you were playing scenarios in your
like
head.
Yeah. But what if this is what's actually going down, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not, I didn't know, of course.
Okay. Then now I feel better now.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't know.
The way your face was, like, just a minute ago about, like, you possibly knowing, I'm like, what the hell? Did somebody spill the beans?
No.
Like,
Nobody said anything.
Yeah.
That's one thing. Shout out to you guys, of my friends and yours, because nobody even made it seem like they knew a thing. Like, I was convinced that you weren't even going to tell them. Why? I don't know. But yeah.
Because I'm good. That's why. I made her believe I wasn't telling her friends.
And then I told you after that too. Remember my dad when I was like, when I told him we were gonna go eat.
What did he say? What did he say again?
So I told my dad where I was like, oh, I'm going with
Joel. This is the day of.
This was the day of. I was like, we're gonna go eat. Because when we were going to the photo shoot, I'm like, we're gonna go do stop by somewhere and do a photo shoot thing, and then we're gonna go eat. He was like, where are you gonna go eat? And I told him the place. I was like, Chapel Grill, the place.
Yeah.
And he's like, already? I'm like, what?
Your dad's been
He literally said it like that.
For real?
Yeah.
And then what'd you say?
I was like, what you mean already? He's like, well, I don't know. Like, it's early. It's like 2 o'clock. Are they even open? He said something like that.
Ah, okay. You played it all smooth.
Yeah, but in my head, since my mind had already gone there, I was like,
Did you really put it together?
I put it.
After he said that,
when he said that, I was like, oh, like something was off, for sure. Yeah. But I didn't really sit there and dwell on it and think about it. It was like, we're just going. Like, I didn't know exactly how you were going to propose, like what the plan was. I didn't know. But just little things. You know me. I'm an observer. I'm a thinker. I'm a strategist. I put things together. So
give me a percent of what you how you thought. Like, did you like feel like 10% of you were like, yeah, this is the time, or like
when it happened, I didn't think about it at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was like a complete shock.
Yeah. Like I didn't think.
Like we were just at a photo shoot and then it happened.
Yeah. Like I wasn't even thinking about it at all. But yeah.
Amazing.
But I think it low key. In the back of my mind, no, because remember how I saved that specific dress for last?
Yeah.
Like I feel like if whatever I'm like we do after or whatever we're doing, I want to make sure I have this dress on. Because I could have put my outfits in a whole different order. I could have popped out with that one.
Wow. New information, guys, on these Joe episodes, man.
It's all just things in my own head, though. It's not like real tangible news. Like, it's just me in my own head. Yeah. Like anybody would be. Unless you're like literally caught blindsided. But I feel like the way we've been talking, like our relationship in general, like that's what it was.
Yeah. Do you think it would have been?
We went ring shopping. Like it wasn't a shock that we got.
We've been dating
forever.
Forever, yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you think that like having a set date when our engagement ends? Technically when we get married, do you think that changes anything on how we feel? Like, some people be like engaged a little longer, maybe it feels like probably never gonna happen and stuff like that. Do you think that changes anything?
I mean, for people who are in that situation, yeah, but for us, I feel like I wouldn't want. I think it all just depends. Like if we were planning on getting married in like 2 years, then it would make sense for us maybe not to have a date just yet. We could shop around a little longer. Like I had limited time back home, so I like was immediately doing my research and looking for places because I knew we wanted to get married next year. Like after just the proposal in general, it's like we're not trying to wait till 2025. We want to do 2024. And
her birthday's 8/24.
Yeah. Well, okay. But also being in the East Coast, you also have this much of a time window to get good weather. And you don't want it to be too hot because summer is that. And you don't want it to be too cold because November on could be that. November could be nice too, though. So it was just, we knew we had a specific window we wanted to look at. And we wanted to make it happen next year while the hype was there, like while we were still excited about it, while everybody has something closer to look forward to rather than dragging it out when we don't have that need to drag it out. I get it why people do it. It makes sense because it could feel like a rush or you just might not be totally ready to do the marriage thing, and that's fine. Mm-hmm. But because we have been together so long, it's like, what the freak are we waiting for?
Yeah, let's do it.
We found the spot. Love the spot.
Let's get to some babies.
And it worked out because that was like their only date that month on a Saturday that they had. So it was perfect. It worked out perfectly. Thank God. And thank God I went literally before I left home. I was home for like another week and a half. And I went home before I went before I left to check out the venues, a couple venues. And I was like, yeah, this is it. We don't need to shop around too much, my honey. Too many options or get your head fried.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. That's how it is dress shopping too. Oh my gosh.
And you found a dress.
I found a dress and it's amazing. I do love the dress. But I was, in my head, I'm like, I don't want to spend too much on a dress because it's ridiculous. It's one day, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm over what I wanted to spend. That's another story. Whatever. Long story short, I do love the dress. It'll be worth it, and that's it.
It will be worth it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then our daughter could wear it, and her daughter could wear it.
If that's what they want to do.
You might as well. What you pay?
It's up to them.
No, I'm just joking about that.
I could just sell it.
I guess so.
Yeah, I don't need to save it so it gets into my closet.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could, but we'll see.
I think it's a beautiful time. I definitely think that.
I'm scared for after. We're gonna be like, oh.
Are you crazy? We're married now. Like the there's nothing to hold back on. There's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. There's nothing to hold back on, and I really hope that you're truly ready for that.
I am.
I hope so. I really hope so.
No, I wouldn't do it if I wasn't.
Okay.
And you know that.
All right, good. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
That makes me even more happy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah. So you got another year. Sorry.
It's all good.
And that's basically what's going on in our engaged life right now. We are enjoying each other's time more than ever. I feel like we just love being around each other. We always have, obviously, but now it's like we're looking like.
Yeah, come through the door like, babe!
Like, if you're not here, where are you?
Yeah.
Like, come home.
If I pull up to the driveway, I don't see your car, I call like, where are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, just to, and I have like this new passion of like annoying her, like, but in a goofy way though. You know what I'm saying? She loves it. I think it's my new addiction.
Great!
And everything's been good, man. I'm happy as hell. I'm happy as hell, and I can't wait for our future, baby.
Me neither, baby.
For real.
Love you.
I love you too.
Well, I wanted to just share with you guys what's been going on in our engaged life, and that's just about it, you guys. So stay tuned. I'm gonna try to like see what type of wedding content I could create. We can create. I don't know. I guess some of the process, so we can just share that with you guys as well, and just the journey, things like that. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But we'll definitely keep you guys posted on every little detail we can.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you have not, please make sure you subscribe to our channel just for whatever the freak we put out.
You know one thing before we go?
What?
I do want to say that since we've been engaged, we've been more on our channel too.
Yeah, we have.
I feel like it's helped us focus like on what we are building. You know
it's like, okay, we need to like really get some structure.
Yeah.
Figure, like if we're really working on this, we need to work on this for real.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, I feel like it ain't just like our relationship, like anything that we have together, we're building on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's real. Like, it's real. We're real.
Yeah.
What we're doing is real.
We're real.
Because I'm real.
The way you walk.
The way you
move.
The way you talk. I'm real. Okay.
There you have it, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching.
All right, y'all. Peace.